I loved music since I was a kid. My parents were pretty open-minded, so my first music-related memories were about watching Pink Floyd's The Wall before going to bed. That was a lot of fun, and by the age of 5, I sang along to Pink Floyd without even knowing English. I've been singing my whole life. When I was at mid-school, I started to play with different musicians, like most of all with the guitar players. And that was a lot of fun, actually. We play all sorts of music. But my parents actually, especially my mom, wanted me to get a proper education and focus on, studying. So she didn't let me to go to practices with the bands. But I still did. I still went to those huge spaces, rehearsal spaces where everyone practiced. And I came home very late, like all covered in cigarette smoke, and told Mom that I had some extra lessons. That she never noticed. Several times I tried to start a band, that just didn't work out properly. But that was a great experience anyway, so I spent all my life making and singing music, and I love it. Gleb's history is completely different from mine. His parents always cherished his love to music, and so he went to the best musical school in St. Petersburg, and then logically after that he went to musical college and then to conservatory, and now finally he's about to graduate. So that was like almost 20 years of constant practice, so I have no idea how on earth we got to play together. When we just met, I immediately got the feeling that something wonderful is coming. I knew exactly what I wanted. I wanted a proper project with the live shows and recordings, albums, and all those things that normal musicians usually do and have. So that was a beautiful process to watch how the band was growing, because now looking back to this is like looking back to your child photos. I have a lot of recordings of our first rehearsals together when we've been just, practicing and improvising to the piano sounds. So listening back, it's just an amazing feeling to see how it evolves, and this is such a beautiful thing. I find a lot of inspiration in the world around me, although I try not to look too close as it starts to scare me. The ways people interact with each other, some books and stories, the ways people grow and change, memories in my head, voices in my head, bands that I listen to or concerts that I go to, or maybe some new friends that I get, maybe some old friends that I get. Every time people ask me about I Am the Morning, they ask me about influences. So that's a difficult question. I listen to all sorts of music, but I've been thinking a lot about that, and I realized that the majority of the music that I listen to is sad music, probably because that correlates with what I feel and how I perceive the world. So it doesn't matter if the music is quiet or very loud and aggressive or peaceful. You just have to be honest. I feel that music has to be a friend, and I really hope that our music can be a good friend to everyone who listens to it. I love telling stories, and sometimes these stories based on my own life, but I love telling it the way that every person can embrace, kind of based on images. So I hope that our music can be a good companion, the way the music of my favorite bands is a great companion to me. So I believe that people listening to our songs can find their own meaning in them, because this is the way that music can actually approach hearts.